Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So Arkansas is headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Devils offense comes onto the field first today. Walker to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Out wide left, it's Simmons. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Turns up, it's Solomon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. No room to bring it back. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And now here comes C.J. Bailey, a quarterback that was highly sought after, and I think we're going to see the reason why in this one. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Enough to move the chains. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Running inside. It's Russell. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Delayed handoff. It's Russell. Pass to 6. On the move at the 30. He's got 42 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got the tight end. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the sock.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point was good. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires on the run. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
2nd and long here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Third and 6 yards to go. The DBs will back off a bit. Walker will fire. Under pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. He's loose. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Defense takes matters into its own hands. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Russell. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for room, it's Russell. Knocked down immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first two times they had it.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Left side, it's Moore. At the 40, there he goes. Makes the grab in their space. He's at the touchdown, Duke. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Russell. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Drops back, it's Bailey. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Gets away from one. He's got space. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. First play of this drive. Rush is on. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Long way to go on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. 7-yard pickup on that one, 3rd down and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Walker to throw. On the run, fires downfield. On target over the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes a deep grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Razorbacks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw one first. That's caught. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Russell. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He now has 62 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys.
Backs going for the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Walker will fire. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Drops back on 1st down. It's dropped after taking the hit. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 2nd and long here. Sells to fake. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hits inside, it's Russell. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout, Duke. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Whitaker. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They kick it away on fourth down. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. He tries to take the top off. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Bowling Green, taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Bowling Green, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Wallace Wade Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first. Going long. Goes high to pull it in. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Just barely got rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Drives inside. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Brown.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Got the 1st down. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Thanks, sir.
Scoring drive.
Okay, I'll give you some commentary,
Man,
bro.
did he find a way to close with that
I'll give you some commentary,
48-yard
bro.
run for 6.
I'm kind of tired, though. That's probably why I've been quiet.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackle
Tired and
and
focused.
brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Charlie losing to Boise.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously,
The sliders seem decent, I guess.
You got to
I
have
mean,
everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the
false
offensive
start?
line. The receivers getting their blocks
No.
downfield is a big deal.
Don't false start with
It's a huge deal. We always
Vince
talk about
Wilfork.
catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Neutral zone
The offense
infraction.
needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Out wide right, it's Moore. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Finds his man. It's Solomon.
I mean, it's on all Madden, so
He's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down.
we'll have plays like that where he just
And the Blue
flings
Devils
it.
come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially.
They've got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Blue Devils
I also started a lot of
fired
freshmen
away, and these guys have been
this
busy.
first game.
6th punt of the day.
To get some XP.
And that one will
Oh, attaboy,
sail out of
at the
bounds.
1-yard
No
line.
chance for a return there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown?
I like this.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this
team.
Catch
the
they
ball.
Want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Straight ahead, it's Parker. Got the first down. Turning it on.
This guy apparently is a game changer.
The century mark in this season opener.
I did not have plans for him this season, but
the lead in the third
looks like
quarter,
he's
you want to keep it. You got to bleed the clock.
making me have plans for him.
Run the football, and you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hike the ball, bro.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down.
Why is he jumping in the air?
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short.
Fast Willie Parker.
Powers inside.
Fast Willie Parker. Whoop.
There's some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. You know, David, this is really what game managing is.
Strike one.
Pick up on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this team's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Snapped on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th
brave,
down,
bro.
and they keep the drive alive.
That was brave.
They wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. The run inside. It's Russell. Defense there.
Bro, this guy had just a little more speed.
Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Bailey.
Throw the ball.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking for running room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Wow, of course.
It's more.
Of course.
Rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Finds a tight end down the gut. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off play action on 1st down. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying the run, it's Whitaker.
What the heck is going on?
Down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the change to measure this one.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Oh, look at this.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Duke. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired. And a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Gets rid of it.
Ball was incomplete. I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. He already...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw it. Look out! And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Got to make the play on fourth. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. In the backfield, it's Simmons. Oh, he's got some space. Then Sutton, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. This one's complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Changing the routes with his receivers. He'll throw on third down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Almost picked off.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Rush right in his face. Finds a man on the right. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They want to throw it. Left side is Parker. He gets it in from the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And the Blue Devils inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. He leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Second and long here. Rides to the back. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
I want to know where my injury timeouts are.
Lead, they're ready to just drain the clock.
No injury timeouts is crazy, bro.
And the quarterback
17 injury timeouts last freaking game, or last season. Now I got 0 this game.
Kicker to save them with his foot.
Yep. So much for bringing it down to 35.
Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. He's changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Got the quick pass. And it's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This one was a lot like a tennis match.
They hit another 75-yard field goal.
Couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.